Mario Wonder is extremely wacky, especially once you get a Wonder Flower. As I explored the game more, I discovered things I have a lot of questions about. So today we'll be looking at 5 unsolved mysteries in Mario Wonder. Everyone knows the talking flowers that are all over the game, but for some reason they keep talking about wanting to eat things, and it's weird.
Hello. How's the goo taste? Ooh, you look tasty. What flavor are you? So, what you been eating lately? Make sure you're getting your veggies. Say the ocean tastes like tears. I wonder what seawater tastes like. I've discovered a new species. Wonder what you taste like. I wonder what Goombas taste like.
I don't know if the flowers are just super hungry and they have a very advanced palate, or if they actually can't eat, but they wonder what it would be like to eat. How do they eat? I just don't get it. I mean, I would understand it if they talked about eating things maybe once or twice, but they did it 8 times that I could find, and there's probably even more in the game. There's also weird implications, like things are actively eating Goombas like they're actually food. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because there's a debate whether Goombas are mushrooms or chestnuts or acorns. I personally think they look more like mushrooms, but it's weird that they're being eaten because they're like people. I guess you just kind of stomp on them and they die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm sitting here thinking, of course they're mushrooms. They're from the Mushroom Kingdom. There's literally other mushroom people. Toads. The heck? Why not even think of that? I still want to sit alone in a room with one of these flowers, though, because it'll probably try and eat. Speaking of the flowers, another really weird thing happened with the flowers in one of the levels where all of them except one were trapped in crystals. My first question would obviously be, how did they get trapped in these crystals? From my knowledge, the flowers don't actually move. They can only be moved by other things. They don't move on their own. So someone else had to have shoved them into these crystals. I'm thinking what might have happened is they were so stinking annoying that Bowser was just like, grrr, and put them in crystals. Because there's those mechanical crusher guys here, that means Bowser must have been here, because Bowser's known for making all of these mechanical creations. So that means maybe when Bowser was going through here putting up all his traps, the flowers just wouldn't shut up and he just shoved them into crystals. Somehow. They also gasp for air when you let them out. That means that they breathe. And also, how long were they in there? How long can they hold their breath? Do they not need to hold their breath? I don't know, there's too many questions. The Sun-Baked Desert has a lot of secrets and strange occurrences, but the one that gave me the most questions was what I'm calling Wonder Rift Mario, and it appears in the level Color Switch Dungeon. Once you get the Wonder Flower, this Shadow Mario appears and it follows all of your movements until you get the Wonder Seed and it goes away. It may have an official name, but I'm calling it Wonder Rift Mario because it also appears in a level called Beware of the Rifts. In this level, there's this weird rift energy and it looks a lot like space. It hurts you, but you can also throw Koopa shells straight through it and it doesn't affect them, which is really weird. Anyways, this level also has Wonder Rift Mario, and at first I was thinking that the Rift Mario might have had something to do with these ruins in the desert, but since it also appears in the fungi mines, where is this Rift Mario coming from? I have a theory, but you'll need to wait until the end to hear it because it's a big theory about a lot of different things in this game. In this level, there's also Rift Koopas. Rift Mario, if you hit it with an attack, it'll just stun him, but the Rift Koopas you can just straight up kill. Once you get the Wonder Seed in this level, Rift Mario just disappears and he's never seen again. A lot of the wonder effects in this game are just wacky. I wonder why the Rift Mario really is out to kill us. I also noticed that there's this snail enemy type in the game, and the rift seems to be acting like the snail going around this one specific block. Maybe it's just mimicking different things from the Flower Kingdom. Maybe the Rift Mario doesn't want to kill us, but since it's mimicking what we do, it just happens to run into us. I don't know, because it does actually kind of attack you. Rift Mario does have a big resemblance to Cosmic Mario from Super Mario Galaxy, which is a character that would appear and you would have to beat in races, but there's more of a resemblance to the cosmic clones in Mario Galaxy 2, which will follow your every movement and damage you if you run into them. These cosmic clones are also in Super Mario 3D Land, and there's even giant versions of them in that game, and they function the same as the Rift Mario and the cosmic clones. This Mario is really cool. I'm just hoping it's a character that Nintendo doesn't just forget about. Speaking of space, there's this level in Shining Falls that is really strange to me. It features sugar stars, an enemy type that is seemingly only made for this level, and the entire stage is space themed. They move in a weird pattern, and when you defeat them, they kind of just go away for a little bit and then regenerate. And when you get the Wonder Flower, there's a star shower, and you pretty much just run through the level, and it's pretty easy. Not very strange, right? They're seemingly based on the Japanese sugar star candy, which is also what Star Bits from Mario Galaxy were based off of. I just find it so weird that these guys are really only in this level, and the entire area isn't even space themed at all, but there's this random space level and these guys are in it. You're also running through a star shower on clouds, which implies maybe you're like really high up in the air, you're almost in space. I guess it kind of makes sense because you are near the top of the map when you go to this stage. There is actually a level higher that you can go, and there's this weird glowy yellow thing in the middle, and when I try and think about that, it just adds so many more questions. What does all of this mean? Starting to get really interesting, right? Well, there's more. The rifts and the sugar stars seem to come from space, right? In the level A Final Uncharted Area, Poison Ruins, I made a huge discovery. Throughout the stage, you go through interesting ruins and are chased by this strange poisonous liquid. It gets really weird after you get the Wonder Flower and enter a room that I think is a representation of the solar system. There's a bunch of circles rotating around a ball of lava in the center of the room, and the further you progress, the smaller the lava ball becomes until it fully goes away, revealing a Wonder Seed. There's another Uncharted Area level that adds more to this. In it, there's a strange power that sways parts of the map. Some of the swaying pieces only get activated if you walk into a small flower near it. And there are Mumsies, which also happen to be in the desert where we found Rift Mario for the first time. Rift Mario being in the ruins and in the desert, also the Mumsies being in the ruins and in the desert. I mean, that's a pretty strange coincidence. We have space rifts that can mimic people, sugar stars and star showers from space, and abandoned ruins depicting the solar system. I think the Wonder Seeds came from space and brought other things along with it, like the rifts, the sugar stars, and possibly even the stars we've been collecting in all of the Mario games. I mean, just look at the Wonder Seeds and the Wonder Flowers. They look like they're from space, and a lot of the effects that they give you have this like space thing going on in the background. I also think in the desert they were trying to do something with space because that Rift Mario appears, and if you look at all of their ruins, they have Wonder Seeds depicted on it and Wonder Flowers. Both the ruins in the desert and the Uncharted ruins were somehow destroyed and just left to rot over time. So I wonder what really happened. That was 5 mysteries in Mario Wonder. Please let me know your thoughts on all of these theories in the comments, and also let me know if you want me to make more videos about strange mysteries in games. Bye.